So today I want to talk about something that has been my word of the year for 2017 and will most likely be my word of the year for 18, but we'll see how that goes. And that word is purpose. Now, before I go on further, I want to draw your attention to the very last question on the Reflections worksheet. If you had gotten, or if you're on my email list, you should have gotten that worksheet. And it is the very last question on that 2017 reflection worksheet. And it asked, if you knew you were gonna die at the end of the year, what would you have done differently? It is an incredibly powerful question, and it is the reason why I actually included that at the end of that worksheet, so you could give as much time to thinking about that as possible. Now, for some people, they might actually come up with the answer rather quickly and say, you know what, I could have done this differently, or I definitely wouldn't have worked that job. I would have quit that job and traveled the world, or I wouldn't have been in this relationship with this person. What does that say? That tells you that you currently have certain things in your life that you're doing that are not, or that is not in harmony with your purpose. That if and when faced with the prospect of your mortality, that you would do it differently. Now, I want to use this video as a simple call to action, also by quoting what Steve Jobs had said. He said that every day he stood in front of a mirror and he asked himself, if today was going to be the last day of my life, would I be happy to do what I'm about to do now? And he said that whenever he got that answer, whenever the answer was no, for too many days in a row, he knew that he needed to do something different. And it is the reason why I'm shooting this video and saying, if you had done something in 17 that you weren't really excited to do, and you were like, well, I'm just putting up with this, such that you wouldn't do it if you were faced with your death at the end of this year, could you please start taking steps, moving in a direction that you really want to go? Because your inner self already knows what you want, and all you have to do is listen. You may not know how you're going to get there. It may be a profession. It may be something. But if you first off decide and start taking steps in that direction, I promise you and I guarantee you, you will be surprised as to what will pop up. Now, the other reason that purpose happens to be really huge and a central theme in my life as far as the pursuit of advancement, excellence, fulfillment, is because it is said that purpose gives you energy, and energy is eternal delight. And what happens when you delight in something? You put in love, you put in passion, you do it without complaining. It is the reason why people who accomplish great things do so. And they realize, it took Edison 10,000 hours or 10,000 tries, and he didn't even feel, he said, if I had known that I would not succeed when he was speaking to Napoleon Hill, he said, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you right now. Because it was absolutely something he was obsessed with. And what happens when people carry that kind of mentality to their work? They excel. They put out good work. They actually enjoy the work. They're fulfilled. And you as a client get great service. And my whole thing has been, if we all did what was in harmony with our purpose, there wouldn't be bad work. We'd all get great service and we would get compensated very well because we would always be moving to the top of our field. So if you want to break through in your life, I highly admonish you to start seeking your path of purpose. You may love what you're doing right now, but you know it's not your purpose. You may be making good money at what you're doing right now, but you know it's not your purpose. Start asking yourself that question and reflect on that question of your mortality. If you were going to die at the end of this year, I want you to do it for 17 first with the reflection worksheet, but also start asking yourself that because the answer will carry over to 2018. So I hope this message sees you well. But before I leave you with that thought, I also want to invite you to a goals and jumpstart webinar that I will be holding soon. You're going to get an invitation for it via email if you're on my email list, or on social media. I will provide additional ways for signing up for that. But I will share things and thoughts and things that people have missed in the process of your goal setting, or landmines and pitfalls that stand in your way in the process of accomplishing your goal. I will share a lot of very free information, so hopefully you get to benefit from that. And I'll also give you an opportunity to learn more and dive deeper into that if you so wish, and if you find what I share being helpful. So no obligation at all, but I hope you attend the webinar and you actually gain information from that. I thank you for putting up with me. Been a little bit sick, so again, this is Nathan Akpan. I am blessed and honored that you watched this video. No matter what, be the best you can be, and we'll talk next time. Cheers.